What are you doing?
We're playing Shrek SuperSlam.
In my office?
Yes, in your office.
Who is this?
This is the world's best Shrek SuperSlam player. I ran into him on the way over here.
Hi. I'm out. I'm not doing this crap.
Boy, I have a Shrek amiibo!
Okay, fine. One game.
Shrek SuperSlam, one of the most critically acclaimed fighting games ever created.
That's a 100% accurate statement. Activision has never made anything bad at all.
Admittedly, I really don't hate this game. Actually, while gathering a lot of the gameplay, I had a lot of fun. My first interaction with the game was when I was a kid. I saw it at a Walmart and decided to get it for my friend's birthday gift. Really, that's where this game shines, is the multiplayer. As a kid, I always had so much fun playing the King of the Hill mode with my friends. The thing, however, that really surprised me was the fact that this game has a competitive scene. This game is certainly a lot of things, but I don't think competitive was ever on the minds of the developers when they were making this game. Also, I saved you the trouble of not going to shrekboards.proboards.com because there's some, yeah. So instead, today we're gonna look at the game from a single player perspective. And no, it's not because my wife won't play the game with me.
Hey honey, do you want to play Shrek SuperSlam with me?
No, I'm good.
We're gonna kick this off with the mode that I assume the competitive is all about, is the pizza mode. I'm normally not a very big pizza guy because I'm not a very big cheese guy, but I'm willing to try it if it's got Shrek involved.
Shrek versus Black Knight. Get ready.
Is this it? Is this really all the competitive Shrek SuperSlam scene has to offer me?
If that's competitive Shrek SuperSlam, then I've got good news and I've got bad news. Good news, I'm the best Shrek SuperSlam player in the world. Bad news, I'm the best Shrek SuperSlam player in the world.
I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the pizza mode shouldn't even be in this game in the first place. It feels like it was just thrown in there just so they would have another option for somebody to play something. There's a second level where you have to do something a little bit different than carry the giant pizza. You have to throw giant pizza boxes off of a building, apparently. At any rate, it was pretty obvious that this was not intended to be something to enjoy long term. Let's check out the story mode, let's see how that holds up.
Shut the door! I got the air on!
Each chapter of the story mode starts out with a cutscene like this. It's almost as if they're not actually playing the characters themselves, the characters are being characters within a story. And if I'm being honest, I kinda like it. I mean, would it have been cool to have an adventure mode similar to Melee's? Absolutely. But for the kind of game this is, I think it does a pretty decent job. I mean, let's be honest here. What's the last game that came from a movie character that was actually pretty decent? Most of the little cutscenes are actually kind of cute, they're pretty decent, but there's some that are kind of odd. And whoever's idea it was to put Humpty Dumpty in this game and give him a character model that looks like this, I'm more than happy to be here and talk to you about all of your problems. Overall, the story mode doesn't last very long. I was able to almost beat it in about 45 minutes. The reason that I didn't beat it is because the first 6 levels are incredibly easy, and then the last 2 levels are really kind of stupid. The last 2 levels involve you fighting 3 other people all by yourself, and you basically have to rely on your Super Slam or Final Smash or whatever the crap it is. But in its own way, it's kind of fun. Yes, it's incredibly chaotic, but that's kind of what makes it fun. Also, Gingerbread Man dressed up like this was probably my favorite thing in this entire video game. As for the other modes, there's really not much else to say. There's a mode called Mega Challenge, where it's basically just a bunch of little itty bitty things that you have to do in a fight. For example, in this one, I had to play as Prince Charming and throw the gingerbread men into the fire 6 times. The part that makes it boring is that the gingerbread men didn't even fight back. Overall, this mode just feels very lazy and very sloppy. Then there's always the trophy room, but that's really not important at all. But the single worst thing about this entire video game is that Lord Farquaad is not even in it!
I'll never forgive them! This is not Shrek!